Well, hello guys, hello. Welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be here reading for you again today. So you'll be, apologies, but I think on the, what I'm doing is I'm changing the backdrops every now and again and being a bit more creative. And I know it's a pain, but bear with me because I think the last 4 videos, it was meant to be an emerald green, like, lovely background to kind of emphasize the cards. But anyway, there was a right mistake, so I've had to put banners on to cover stuff and all the rest of it. So bear with me, okay, because you got sorry, it's the last 2 videos. That was, it looks grey, but it's supposed to be emerald green. Might be nice as a backdrop, maybe, I don't know. But it's certainly not suitable for this lighting. So yeah, just bear with me, guys, okay? We're tidying up. I'm trying to sort the transcripts out as well. So if you miss something or do not understand me, you can go to there as well. And I'm working on the speech thing, okay? Right then, so, oh my God, there's been such a lot, hasn't there? And I mean, it's just all so much. It's information overload. So I want to go back to a headline with Harry burying his baby with his bare hands. I just think that's shocking. But what I also have done, and I've sat on this and I've watched it over the last couple of days. Why aren't the mainstream media picking up on the fact that, I know they're coming out with discrepancies, but they're leaving the baby alone, you know? I mean, I just think it's outrageous. I think it's a bloody insult as well to all the people who have been through something like that. Her dates don't match up at all. You know, Archie born in the May, pregnant in July, losing it in November. Or whenever, no, she miscarried in July, didn't she? I mean, what the hell? What, she got caught pregnant within 6 weeks at 40? I don't think so. But anyway, yeah, so there's that. Why? I just can't see why they aren't going there unless there's an embargo, okay? So I'm clearly not going to get a straight answer, just being direct about this. So I'm going to go through people and how they feel about that story about Harry burying the baby with his bare hands. It's as dramatic as it was when they paid for that ad in the Times, okay? Right then, let's have a look. Okay, what was Harry's feelings? How did Harry feel when he told his story about burying the package? I mean, fancy describing it as a package. Has it got no empathy whatsoever? I mean, we've got chest movers, you know, chest pieces, and now we've got packages. What was Harry thinking? False! False! He knew it's false as well. Of course you do, Harry. When you tell a lie, you do know that, you know. You absolutely do. I don't care how far you've gone with, you know, diagnoses, okay. There is an element, apart from schizophrenia, okay, but I'd say in all other most cases, they know they're lying, especially this one, who has obviously got mummy issues, rejection, abandon, which still sounds to me like borderline personality, and he is chaotic, and his mood goes up, you know, about 80 times in a day, you know. It's rapid, okay, it's absolutely rapid. So, you know, he's deceiving himself. It's a story he's told himself. It's one he's made up in his mind, no doubt, while he's been, you know, talking over things with his wife, the Great Loss. Now, there was some excellent Twitter memes, you know, saying that what it could be, okay, more likely. Anyway, it's one that, you know, women use for menstrual once a month, and they're not pads. Anyway, so, oh, it could have been both, actually. But anyway, so, yeah, that's what they're saying. And he knows it's false. He absolutely knows it's false. His bodyguards know it's false. His, staff is cleaner. He's, well, maybe not the cleaner, but, other people know that it's false. So staff in the house, maybe it's a nanny or two. But, don't forget, Meghan's very good at faking things to everybody, even under her own roof. So it definitely knows it's false. I'm going to say, guys, this is absolutely fake. And if he thinks he's going to be able to get away with this, then he's got, another thing coming. Okay, this is a false sense of security. This is a false sense of being able to feel like you're telling a lie, as dramatic as that, and you're not going to get away with it or picked up. Well, I mean, he's just making himself look a bugger, isn't he? A bugger. Just more words than that. Okay, so how did Prince Charles feel when he, heard about him Harry telling his story about burying his unborn? Yeah, I think that's enough, that's enough. This is like, I can't be doing with this anymore. It's gone too far. So Charles knows it's a lie then. Charles knows, okay, because this is one of the reasons, the Eight of Pentacles reversed. This is one of the reasons they had to go in the first place. This is a main reason for it. Telling lies about the children all the time, lying about Archie, lying about Lilibet, lying about this now. How did William feel about Harry telling his story about burying the package with his bare hands? I mean, what an awkward thing. Why didn't you give her a name then, Harry? Like Catherine, why didn't you give her a name? And why aren't they shouting about their titles, for the kids? Why aren't they shouting about it? It's all a bit thingy here. But, it's becoming clearer. I do feel that. It's becoming clearer to me, certain things about these children. But that's another read. Right now, I want to get the scent of whether he's, basically telling the truth and what other people are thinking when he's doing these things. So, well, I'm getting with William, this improves his chances, okay? He improves his chances. I think something like this being exposed would just, be William's problem solved, okay? Problem solved. And I mean, the story changes as well, over the phone she's had a miscarriage. Then it was she had to go to hospital. Then it was, she had to have surgery, DNC, we call them DNCs, okay, not pleasant at all, painful and just such a thing to go through afterwards, devastated when you've lost that little life and soul inside of you. It's awful to see these things. I mean, it's, it's terrible. It's all terrible, but it's terrible from the minute you're pregnant to all the way through it starts. It doesn't matter whether it was an IVF baby that hasn't taken or, you've been trying and everything. It doesn't matter how you got pregnant or the source of it. Even the surrogacies, the surrogacies I'm thinking of is a couple on Gareth and somebody on Made in Chelsea, and they clearly want a young children to complete their dream, and on several occasions they've actually they've lost, it's not ended well, but anyway, they've got enough money to keep trying, but that's not the point, is it? It's still horrific to go through. So, I see none of these things. I hear none of these, discussions, I mean, Meghan wants to champion everybody, so why can't she champion, being a mother and losing, why can't she support them, Well, she can't because she doesn't know how to. She doesn't know how to because she's not been through it. yeah, I kind of think this is like seizing an opportunity for William, absolutely. And it's major, so he probably feels more about this than his dad, where his dad probably wants to just like stay in the background and not say anything. And William does want this exposed, okay? Does want it exposed. I mean, at least it should be questioned. And if you're burying babies all over the place, I mean, how are you to know if you're out there one day walking your bloody dog and your dog starts sniffing a package, you know? The police would be involved in everything. So, you know, forensics, there'd be a pathologist, there'd be everything. So you can't just go and bury fetuses anywhere you like, Harry. So we've got... Right, how does Catherine feel about Harry telling that story? Oh, I've got lots going with Catherine. She's, right, okay then, so... Well, there's something on the way, okay, so there's something that hasn't come out, that's what I'll say. The Three of Pentacles reversed, okay. There's something that hasn't come out, and it is on its way. But she's looking at, you know, wondering if, I think she's wondering if, like, Harry is bipolar or something, you know, or they're suggesting post-traumatic stress, you know. I think she wants him to have a diagnosis, you know, around him. I mean, these are fanciful, you know, things that are going round. Definitely think, you know, that she wasn't involved and she never wanted to be involved as well. So I don't know how that happens, but should you see, you know, they're talking about it for money. You've got, you know, money wanted, that Harry can't be asked to be a success himself, so he tries to destroy, you know, all the other successful royals. Yes, you can try, but I don't think we're having that much effect, although there is some stuff coming out, you know, especially where our government's concerned. I think Rishi, our Prime Minister, I think he's had enough of them already. It took the headlines off him one day for his, I think it was his budget or something. Mind you, you know, they could be ploying that. I think Rishi, sorry, I'm not sure which it is. Anyway, but, you know, I think a lot is coming to his attention, you know, Harry in the military, Harry in the army, Harry shooting people and the count, Harry staring up for diplomats and, you know, other world leaders. You know, somebody wants to put a lid on Harry. So Catherine, yeah, they're not looking good, are they? You know, it's like that she's never heard it before. You know, this is a new one. This is one that they was saving, you know, or one that they've just come up with. I mean, they've put so much stuff in there that obviously it was going to be the biggest, fastest selling non-fiction book of all time. Of course it was, with the crap that they put in. And don't you tell me that Penguin House and Harry and Meghan have not benefited from it being leaked and then picked up by our media. You know, we've got another reading coming on that, but, you know, I bet my bottom dollar is the one, you know, them two have arranged this. Who else is they? I'm trying to think of, you know, people who would have been close. What was Meghan thinking then when he told this story? She should be happy. Yeah, not quite happy. Not quite happy, okay? Not quite happy. I think she wanted to save it, you know, for another time, maybe for her book. You know, that she didn't want to take risks. It was very risky. And now, excuse me, she's waiting for, you know, I'm getting some bad news here, some bad news. This could be really bad news for her and Harry. Do you know, I just wonder what goes on in their heads sometimes. I really do. I know I do the remote viewing, but I only get to see snippets. And all I ever see is, you know, them either doing some arguing or discussing some, you know. I don't see no love in them. What did the majority of press think about Meghan's Harry's tale about burying the child? You know, what do the press think about this? Well, they're definitely, you know, they're going to dispute it. They're going to dispute it. They want, I tell you what they want. They want Charles to do away with outdated traditions and hear their side, because, you know, or just say it, you know, say it. Don't care about the family, it's already broken. Just tell us what you know, Charles, you know. And I think, like, it's the royal family. Oh, I've got it. I've got it. Picking up the pieces, okay? Younger, I always feel younger with this. The younger ones tend to pick up the pieces. Well, it was Harry who picked up the package. So, you know, I think they're going to go with that. They're going to dispute it, and they're going to dispute the package, okay? Probably not the fact that Meghan had a miscarriage, but more about the package. Because, you know, you prove that, then, well, a secret location. A secret location. Yeah, I bet he's forgot as well. A secret location. And then, how the hell, right, would you know that it was there unless you put, you know, a sign there or something? I mean, it's terrible, it's terrible. If they didn't give that kid a Christian, you know, funeral, if it should have been, do you see where I'm getting here? Then other procedures should have been followed. You know, what are the press investigating Harry's claims about the burial? Yes! Oh, yes! Oh my God! Funeral illness. Oh my God! So the funeral, yeah, they're gonna. It's the funeral. See, the burying thing. I told you, you know, Meghan's not quite happy. She can now see that it wasn't a good idea. This at all. So yeah, and I get called a doctor as well. So you know. Will we have a doctor speaking out saying, you know, this isn't possible? Oh my God. Couldn't have written it better. Okay, hope you can see this. Oh right, okay, so 7 of Cups reversed, 8 of Pentacles reversed, the Wheel of Fortune upright, the 3 of Pentacles reversed, the 8 of Wands reversed, the 10 of Pentacles reversed, and you know, the 4 of Swords is not well. Okay then, so what do you know, the press intend to do with their information? I'm getting nothing coming back. Nothing coming back. So are they saying that they didn't go, you know, collect anything? Nothing came back. Maybe nothing came back, you know. So maybe that's what some medic will say. Isn't it funny? I saw that bloody medical sign the other day. So yeah, it's about the not coming back. What will this do to, I mean, they're even not going to say anything, but I can't imagine that. Can you? I mean, oh my God. You know, Harry has insulted them and called them all the time, you know. That is, no, I can't see the papers letting him get away with this. Journalist, proper journalist. Okay, so not coming. Right, so what will the impact will this have on Harry? What impact will this story that he mentioned have on Harry? Oh, he's on the wrong side of authority. Okay, so I have felt this, like, you know, people are so like in high places, like our government, like, you know, what you don't want to be doing is mentioning the Taliban, actually, especially if you're a royal, and you don't want to be talking about them being chess pieces, neither. I mean, to be fair, the Taliban aren't interested in him. He's a wuss, you know, he is. Honestly, if he wet his pants before he met Meghan, can you imagine what he'd do on the arrival of the Taliban? So yeah, he's getting called out. He really is. I mean, this is like just, you know, misuse as well. Do you know what? He always wants to sue somebody, doesn't he? He always wants to sue somebody. And have a court case going. We've got the security. I don't know if the Mail ever dropped theirs completely. And then we've got the Markle as well. So, yeah, take him down. You know, take him down, destroy him. You have my permission. You know, this guy needs to fall apart to be able to come back together with a real man. You know, he's broken as it is, so you know, he should be shattered. And I don't mean that horrible, but you know, for his own good, let him fall. And you know, lose everything, and then he can begin his own journey, a proper journey, you know, where you have to work hard for what you've got, or maybe what you wanted in the past isn't what you want now. Well, I see somebody, you know, I do feel Harry could be in trouble with the law here. What does this relate to? Who, you know, what is it? Which authority is it? Which, you know, what type of authority is it? Is it the police? Is it the FBI? Is it the MI6? Whatever it is, the army, the royal family, the media? Who? Well, I think they're going to come down hard on him, okay? But I am getting that right now. So who is, obviously this who doesn't know yet. So this who doesn't know yet. I'm getting, like, to be fair, the Two of Swords, it's always wishy-washy with me, you know, because I feel like there's conversations, but I don't feel like, you know, anybody's sort of like kind of been and done it intentionally. So this is somebody, this kind of authority who is going to enforce their will on Harry. We don't know them, okay? It's coming from a new source. That's probably what it says, you know. I make, yeah, I think it's, you know, something, a problem Harry has made for himself, but so directly by something that he said. And that could be, you know, well, where's this body? I mean, that's just crackerjack. Crackerjack that you can say something like that. What will be the outcome in for Meghan as a result of Harry's story? Well, I'm getting because the royal, and I've got an organisation as well here, so sometimes it's not always about I think, a doctor or a hospital could be involved here, get dragged into it, okay? So for some reason, Harry starts off with saying one thing, and then all of a sudden, when it comes to Meghan, an organisation will be brought in, okay? So he's trying to take the royals down, and she is accused of bullying. I'm getting the Freedom of Information Act. I don't know why, so there could be something similar in the States. But, I'm getting records here. I just feel like I'm getting records. So, is Harry going to be... Are Harry and Meghan going to be investigated for lying about this burial? I kind of feel like for some reason Meghan seems to be okay coming off in this. And I kind of feel like, I don't know why I'm seeing leaving and leaving and leaving. So I got pick up the pieces, calling the doctor, nothing coming back, no records. And the press working on that story where Meghan's gynecologist left abruptly. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And I think she's focusing on herself. This is a decent person. I'm seeing a decent person here. This can also, though, be a woman of colour, okay? A woman of colour. I wouldn't say that... I think it's time for this lady to shine, okay? She's intelligent, she's obviously good at her job. She's a homemaker, she has a home, lovely, she's designed it all herself. She's a dutiful wife, she's a loving wife, and very good with children. I get loads of good things about her being stable, okay? So I think this woman is going to speak up as a sort of like, she can't let this go on, she can't leave it any longer at all. She can't leave it any longer. So I do feel like a woman is going to speak out, and probably, hopefully, they'll tie in with the woman who was supposed to be the gynecologist, but yeah, I think it's time for this woman to shine. I think she's been polished up. I think she'll have gone through media training. I think she'll have been, provided with a place to stay and stuff like that till things die down. Work with an image consultant. So this can all take months to get to do, especially when you're unsure, and frightened. But I think, this woman, the gynecologist or whoever it was, is coming out, to shine, because she did real good works, she did real good works. I mean, God, Can you imagine? I'm going to make you laugh here. Anyway, can you imagine? You'd need a miracle, wouldn't you, if you needed to get your mum up the duff? Anyway, I say no more, just a joke. But anyway, right guys, that's me done. I'll be back soon with another couple of readings. Like I said, these I've already done. So if you get the grey table, which ain't grey by the way, just ignore it. Okay, so as usual, it has been fantastic to read for you. And thank you. I'll be back soon with another reading. Bye now. Bye bye.